Okay. Amore, chiudo qua, che non ti dà fastidio. No, chiudo qua. Hello guys, hello. How are you? Damn, Yako is handsome. I'm really not, but thank you so much for that. Damn, Yako, you are one handsome dude. Absolutely not. Can we stop saying nonsense like this? Low key, Yako looks like Professor from Stranger Things. I don't know what you're talking about. Look exactly like my barber. I am actually your barber, so you didn't know. You had Yako Cats as a barber. Why, Yako, you made a huge improvement in your production quality. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Ooh, don't forget to restart the timer. You're right. Sorry, brother. So let's stop the timer because we don't have it. The game is not start yet. Big up, Joe. How are you, my brother? First live with the with the camera is a bit weird, so allow me to take time to adjust myself to this new style of live that I'm bringing since from today. Jakob, what do you think about Thomas Frank as a coach? Absolutely. Who's the back on the kit? I'm gonna give, let's say, okay, I'm let's guess. Okay, let's guess. Who is at the back of my shirt? Let's guess. You should be quick if you know me. YNK, sorry, 1 second, brother. Then I will answer to everything about Tottenham. But a lot of people is the first time that they see me live with my face, so will take time. So, is Palhinha alone 6? Oh, there is. I didn't even see the lineup. Now we are gonna watch the lineup together. That is here. I hope that you can see it. Cuti, cuti, cuti. Here we go. Cuti Romero. Cuti Romero. Always Cuti Romero. Represent. I got to represent Cuti Romero. That's me, That's my job. Romero, the GOAT, the absolute GOAT, the greatest player to ever live. But we're not talking just about that. So I want to say one thing. I've just. Oh no. Okay. Perfect. Sorry, I'm adjusting things. Of course, it's Kuti. Hi, Aqua. Folks, you would look completely different in a good way and a bad way, brother. Depend, if it's in a bad way, I'm sorry to disappoint your expectation, New captain, Kuti Romero. New captain. Yakun using all the filters in his locker. There is no filter. You see filter in terms of images or I don't know. Do you work for Tottenham? How did you predict Nico Pat's move? Because I'm him, you know. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not him. But watching football is not about predicting Nico Paz at Tottenham. It's more about I wanted Nico Paz at Tottenham. I'm really crying for Nico Paz at Tottenham. I feel like he's an opportunity that you can't not take if you have the possibility to take someone like Nico Paz, that is a talent that is generational, seriously generational in a lot of ways. He's physical, he's technical, his first touch is crazy. I'm Ruben Diaz. No, I'm not aware that I'm Ruben Diaz. Uh, so because he's Italian, like our favorite Don, he's not all about that. He's just about objective quality of the player. We are talking about Nico Paz, a player that if he comes to Tottenham for the rest of the next 5 or 6 years, you have someone of the best, like someone that is already at the best of the best. So of course Nico Pass will be a player that will come to Tottenham, will leave for Real Madrid in the future. I don't really care, I don't really care about those stuff. I just want Nico Pass to play to Tottenham and to help us to reach to the next level. Okay, so Jaco is the professor from Money Heist, more or less. Let's say the glasses are surely it. Thoughts on Sesko to Manchester United? Not really, really nice news for us. Like I feel like Benjamin Sesko is obviously a very talented player. He's a very talented striker. The same time, I'm glad that he went to United. Because United is the land of the wasted talents. So let's hope that he can be another wasted talent at Manchester United, because they are our rivals, not because I have something against Seshko. For sure, for sure, Benjamin Sesko will help United to reach closer to the top four, and that's where we want to go next season. So they will be even more of a threat for us. So there is no way you are 30. Yes, I'm 30. I'm old. I am old. Whoever said you look like Tonali was tripping, you're Ruben Diaz, brother. I feel like it's the hair. Now I've cut my hair, but usually I have longer hair, so maybe that's a little bit of a Tonali like. Ruben Diaz, don't really know. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, I need to go to used to your. I can comprehend the voice, but I'm not used to an actual person speaking. Not only you, even myself, watching at the screen and seeing myself speak is just very awkward. So it's awkward for you, for me. We just need time. We're just going to play low block and counter tonight versus PSG. Yes, for sure, for sure. I don't understand what's the problem about it. PSG is clearly a much better team than us in terms of quality, individual quality. They're very well coached, so we can't go there and say this is just who we are in the Ange way. Okay, we can't do that. We need to be humble enough to understand that we have a chance to win against PSG, but also they are favorites. We need to play in a certain way to exploit the possibilities of having spaces, because like Chelsea showed to us, and also like we saw also in the final of the Champions League, PSG is a fucking great team, but they leave spaces. As it's normal. Like, you can't play the way that PSG wants to play without leaving spaces. And what's the better way to exploit that space than putting a low block and having, for example, a 2 against 2 up front? I feel like already against Newcastle. Yes, it was Newcastle. We saw a few things about that. Like, we didn't play too well against Newcastle, but after we won, after we scored the first goal, we stayed back with the low block. And we had the chance to score the second one multiple times just with one pass. Especially, I have one situation in mind where Pedro Porro passed the ball for 60, 70 meters, and Son is through 1 against 1. Then Son doesn't do anything with it, but that's the way, in my opinion, to exploit really the PSG weaknesses. There are not very much. Weaknesses there. Okay, there are not very much weaknesses. Surely Kudus will stay on the right and Johnson will play low. Sorry guys, because let me see the lineup. Okay, so the lineup is Let's see the lineup. So we have Vicario in goal, Pedro Porro right back, Romero, Van de Ven, Spence, Paligna. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Paligna. 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 Paligna is the number 6. And that's exactly, we talked about it in the last live. That's exactly the team that I was going for. Exactly the team that I was going for, other than, to be fair, Brendan Johnson, that I would have played Odobert. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There is no problem with that. I just want this team, and other than Johnson, you put Odobert, this team against PSG. Maybe Solanke, of course, if there is the possibility to get Solanke also involved. But I feel like this midfield three is working wonders against PSG. Paligna as a 6, Bentancur and Sarr with a little bit more ability to go forward, not only stay back. And that's what I said also when we brought Paligna, okay? Jaco didn't really like Ange, definitely not as much as Conte. No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Like I'm trying to be a positive guy on Twitter, but if you know me, I'm not a fan of Ange. I'm not a fan of Ange. The fact that I tried so hard and got so far. That's the the song of the Linkin Park. But I tried. I really tried hard to like Ange. But like when you lose 4-1, yes, 9 men, whatever you want, you play a high line, do whatever you want, and then you come out and say this is just who we are. Like fuck off, seriously. I don't want to be that guy. But I was like, oh my god, what is this guy saying? What is this just who we are? The thing that I didn't like is that this is who we are. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. I feel like for me, at least for me, football is about adapting. Football is about imposing your way when you can impose your way, but also being humble enough to understand when you can't impose your way. What you will do when you can't impose your way. That's when you get the points that you don't deserve. That's when you can really understand what type of manager you have in front of your eyes. Yes, Pep Guardiola play always the same way, but he always have the best team. I'm guaranteeing you, if Guardiola doesn't have the best team, he will adapt. There is no fucking way that Guardiola with Catanzaro, with Crotone, with some I'm saying random Italian teams, but that's not the way that we should play. And all this stuff, I'm really tired of people saying, "Oh, but without Ange, what are we?" We are Tottenham. We are back, actually. We are fucking back, actually. And then I will always be glad to Ange for winning the trophy, winning it also in a way that is not the Ange way, we can say, winning it in a way that was more pragmatic, more defensive, and I'm all for it. I'm happy. I love that. It's just that we couldn't see it consistently. And with Frank, we will see it consistently. So that means you're a fan of Frank. I'm a huge fan of Frank. Huge. Huge. You remember how much of a fan I was of Conte? Yes, Christian will always be here. Oh, of course, will be here. Today is just the first live, so I'm trying to do it by myself. Uh, and there's already 37 people watching. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. This is just the start of a project. And let's see where it goes. So that means you're a fan of Thomas Frank. I've just answered to this, so I have some problems of memories, but I feel like I've just answered to this. But the answer is a huge yes, a big yes, an immense yes, a yes that is. You remember how much of a fan I was of Conte? Same thing, more or less. Same thing. Antonio Conte, Thomas Frank, for me, are more or less the same type of manager. Of course, Antonio was also Italian, was also a winner, was also someone that was years and years and years in the top level of football. But the way that Frank watch football, the way that Frank prepares the games is exactly how I think Tottenham should play. And I was never I was never a type of guy that was saying, "Oh, Tottenham needs to play ball possession football. We need to be beautiful to see. We need to destroy them with possession." No, I never thought like that. I feel like Tottenham in general always played better in transition. At least since I'm watching it. So since 2008. With Mauricio Pochettino 3-4-2-1, we were a lot in transition with the two fullbacks joining up. With Antonio Conte 3-5-2, we were a lot in transition, and that was very good to watch, especially when it worked. And now with Thomas Frank, we will play in transition. So I feel like the best of Tottenham will be a lot also in transition and being quick on the counter. When we have the ball being direct, very Italian with the hand gesture, yeah, for sure. I can't stop moving my hands around, so you need to get used to it. That's for sure. Bro didn't watch Pep try to adapt without Rodri, but he tried to adapt. He tried. Chris will be here. What do you think of Zabarni as a centre back? Top centre back, top fucking centre back. We should have got him when he was playing. I don't remember when he was playing. Maybe Ukraine. Don't really remember. Also, Andre Jose Mourinho on the counter, we were very good to see. So, Tottenham Football Club, for me, is counter-attacking football. Then people can say, oh, but you're Italian, you don't understand what is the heritage of being... No, I don't care, really. I don't care. That's what I think about Tottenham. Where are you watching the game? Spurs play. Spurs play. I'm praying for Nico Paz. Just done a prayer for Nico Paz. You should do it also, okay? You should all fucking do a pray for Nico Paz. Trust me, trust your boy. If we get Nico Paz, we are getting one of the best for the next 10 years. Easily. He's different, absolutely different to anyone else. Different to Morgan Gibbs-White, different to Eze, different to Akliush, different to every fucking one. Very Italian, yes. We will create chances today. Who will we create chances today? The pressing, the recovery of the ball, the quick transition. Doesn't need to be a player. Can also be a way to play to create chances. So, yeah, we don't have a lot of technicals player, but we can still create. Jaco face reveal? Yes, Ash. Yes. Looking handsome? Come on, bro. It's not true, but thank you. Thank you so much. It's not true, but thank you. Hello, brother. Hello, my bro. Brother, we've got to pray for the signing in general. A little prayer also for the signing in general. Nico Pass looks very average. Can you ban this guy? Can you ban him from the chat? I made moderators. Can you ban him? No, I'm joking. You don't need to ban him. But bro, don't say stuff like this. Don't say that Nico Pazzi is similar to Lo Celso. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? The only thing that is similar is the nationality. That's it. And the position. Like, we always do this stuff. Like, when people say Vicario is the Gollini and this guy is this guy, just because they are the same nationality, because they play the same position, they are similar. That doesn't make any sense, my bro. That doesn't make any sense. Nico Passi is much stronger. Is much better in terms of intensity. Is much better technically. Is someone that can drive the ball as well, because Lo Celso, for example, was a very good driver of the ball. He's much better in tight spaces. He's much smarter. He can play in different positions. He's a complete player and he's not injury prone. Completely different players. Completely. So let's not do this game. Hello, Rishab. How are you, my bro? Would be really worried if Palinha is playing for Bayern. Me too. I would be okay. Harvey Elliott cleared Nico Paz. Can you ban also this guy? Can you ban also Macaque? Hi Fabio, how are you? Nice to see you, Fabio. This guy works with me in real life because I'm a coach in real life, and this guy is someone that's helped me with with the club. So very nice to see him also here. Out of all the kids in the world, Jakub was the kid that reminds me of Perisic all the time. So you know who is behind my back, right? You know who is behind my back. Someone asked me, this kit stinks of Kulusevski. This is a Romero kit. Cuti Romero. Don't tempt me. I will put people in timeout. We will in the future. We will. It's the first live, so we don't want to ban or to make people go away with our channel. But in the future, another thing like Lo Celso is similar to Nico Paz, and you are fucking out of this. I'm telling you right now. Rodrigo Mora clears over Nico Paz. Don't think so. Don't think so. But to be fair, Rodrigo Mora is a fucking top talent. You are not even ugly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not even good looking. In the middle. No, I don't feel like it's more about the fact that I feel weird watching myself talk. Okay? It's not about I fear what people think. Don't care. I'm 30 years old, you know. I don't care about that. People in the chat are trying to piss Jaco off. That's part of the game. Love it. Rodrigo Mora clears Nico Pass. I feel like I will take Nico Pass also because of the physicality of the game. But Rodrigo Mora is a top fucking player. Is the difference between Donley and Nico Pass? Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Okay? Let's stop the trolling. Okay? Simple as that. I'm just asking you to stop the fucking trolling. Joao! Lovely to see you, Joao. So also you finally put a face in the account of all these years I've done some nonsense on Twitter. So I don't even know if I'm proud of the tweets that I've put. So that's maybe why I didn't want to put my face on camera, because I don't really want to own tweets that I made. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah. How much time we have? 8 minutes and the game will start. You know, that's maybe why, like, for example, I went live and there is already a person that I know in real life in the chat. So if that guy will learn what is my Twitter account, I'm fucking done. Didn't expect a face cam stream. Yeah, to be fair, me too. I didn't expect this. I'm trying. I said, let's go. Yeah, how much you want to bet their waffle runs into the first 2 minutes of the game? What do you mean about that? What do you mean about that? Nice to see you, G, looking good. Thank you so much, my bro. Someone you know from playback. Guess who? That is Rick Roller. If it's not Rick Roller. Playback better? Yes, in certain way playback is better. But, you know, we can reach higher standards. Who is Fabio? No, me, sorry. Who is fucking Oh, the Fabio is not someone that I know in real life. Fabio is someone that I know from Twitter. Because there is a guy that worked with me that calls Fabio. Oh, they are similar. They are similar. You are not the Fabio, that guy. You're just an random Italian guy. You're just a random fucking NPC. No, I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. Of course, you're not an NPC. Don't downplay yourself. You really look good. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. No, I'm joking, Fabio. I'm sorry if you took offense. Okay, I'm sorry if you took offense. You are not an NPC. You're a very important part of this community. I'm just joking. Shermanator. Wow. Shermanator. The guys from Playback. And I will never forget. I don't know how far we will go, how high we can reach. Show us your hairline. The shit. Like this. Yeah, it's not very good. But I'm 30, you know, so could be even worse. Could be even worse. My airline. That guy is a Rick Roller. I can't believe that guy is Rick Roller. Who can ask me to show the airline? Yeah, he's not bad. He's just very high, so he looks like I have a very big forehead. Uh, you're 29. Yeah, I'm 29. 29, 30. At this point, who cares? What is the difference, you know? What is the difference between 29 and 30? Slide mode, I'll help. Let me see if I can. Later, I will do it. Were you watching the game? Spurs play. Spurs play. He's THG. Who is that guy? Would you fight Timber the Wing? Bro, I was a boxer, so I know what I'm doing. He can't deal with this, you know? He can't. He can't deal with this. Timber the Wing can't, so Samu, yes, of course I would fight him, you know? Jab, and then you go. Jaco, are you and Conte related? Yes, I am. I need to say one thing. I'm actually am. I am the son of Conte. What can I do, guys? Do you have a beef with Invert the Wing? No, I'm just joking. Like seriously, I'm just sad that he blocked me. To be fair, just sad that he blocked me. Romero knew Nita too. Let me put the game already. No, a little bit of time. Jaco is the son of Stellini. What do you reckon is the average IQ on this live? This is absolutely Rickroller. Rickroller, come out. I know that that's you. I know that's Rickroller. IQ on this live, 120. We are all very smart guys here. Smash them likes up. Yes, I'm not used to say it, but smash them. How the fuck did you say it? Smash those likes up, more or less. You know, hit the subscribe button. All this stuff. Okay, do it. But see you nervous. Nate baiting is funny. You know, it's not very easy the first time. But I'm never. I'm always with my hands, so it's not always about being nervous. Has to be Rick, 100% is Rick. Allianz Arena is buzzing, Jaco. Creativity midfield, nada. Don't worry about that. When did you become a Spurs fan? 2009. 2009. After the Euros of 2008, where Italy went out, we were absolutely shit. I watched Russia basically, and I loved Roman Pavlyuchenko, so I followed Roman Pavlyuchenko. I started watching Roman Pavlyuchenko, I started watching Tottenham, and then I became a Spurs fan. So this is a little bit more very quickly, you know, very quickly. So since 2009, so I've never seen Tottenham winning a trophy until last season, of course, that we won the Europa League. When I talk about the lineup, I am, but I already did, but I will do it again. So the lineup, love it, especially the midfield. I know that people will say, where is the creativity? There is no creativity in terms of quality, okay? But this is the type of midfield that I would love to have against PSG, because PSG will have a lot of the ball, and if we can recover the ball, that's where we can attack them. So with this midfield, I feel like he's the best. What would you do different with the lineup? Not a lot. Solanke up front and Odober. Okay, instead of Johnson, I would put Odober. That's the thing that I would change. But the midfield is something that I would have, like, even with Madison. I'm going as crazy as I said. Even with Madison, I would play with PSG a midfield three of Sarr, Bentancur, and Padilla. That's all I'm saying. Thoughts on X Alex TFC making bank on Rainbet? Not something that I will ever do. I feel like really the betting is a drug, you know, is a real drug, and especially people that knows, people that went through really tough moments with the betting knows how tough it is. So I will never making money or making sponsor with people that sell this kind of stuff? That's the answer, more or less. Son should have played this game and left. Yeah, but it's not really making the difference. If we didn't buy a cam before the final, would you prefer in the cam position Pape Matarsar? Paper Matarsar. Promoting rain bets on their young audience, absolutely scummy. I've unfollowed Alex immediately. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. You seem really a nice what? Nice cunt? Oh, a nice guy. So the game started. Sorry, guys, I'm sorry. What the fuck? The game started already. I'm not even. What the hell? More or less, I don't know. When is Romero captain going to announce? Very soon, obviously. Very soon. So, 1 second. Why I can't? Tottenham Hotspur. So this is the game. Kickoff. Oh my god. Okay.
Ahead of the new campaign.
The game is started. So we are
Here is Jonathan Tah, German international, signed for free from Bayer Leverkusen this summer. Josip Stanisic, a left back, couldn't play that pass, and Thomas Frank applauds the fact that the fullback was shut down quickly.
Okay.
Hooked forward by Vicario.
Yeah, we have also
and there's Mohamed Kudus.
Turn the volume down.
And as we have seen in the...
Okay, volume is down. Everything is nice. It's better now, guys. I should stay active on both. Maybe I can. Maybe I can stay active on both, brother. You know. But let's watch the game. Now, I will take another device, 1 second, so I can watch the... I don't have headphones. I need to work on that. Mute? What mute? Wouldn't you take 2050? No, I won't. Like, money is not buying my honesty as a person. Will never buy my honesty as a person, money. So I wouldn't do it for any money. Even though I'm not rich. I'm not rich, but I will get the device so I can watch. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Frank, what are you smoking, man? What is happening? So, first impression of Palinha at Tottenham. Okay, Olise literally. How beautiful. I don't mind the kit. I don't mind the new kit. I actually like it. So let me put the live here. Okay. Okay. We went full white. Looks amazing. Absolutely amazing, Surendra. Absolutely amazing. So free kick for Bayern Munich. Will Kane score? I don't like this. I don't like this, guys. This will be a Kane goal. Olise. Oof. That's close. That's close. That's close. Holy shit, that was close. No, I thought it was a little bit better, but So Vicario trying to build up from the back. We find Romero. Pedro Porro. Bad pass from Pedro. Bayern recovered the ball very high on the pitch, but the ball goes to Kudus. They try to build back with Bentancur and with Van de Ven. Now Spence driving inside. Brilliant from Spence. Driving inside brilliantly. Very good from Spence again. That's a foul, ref. And we get a foul. We get a foul. What is Kane doing during the free kick? I didn't see it. What was he doing? So Kingsley Coman trying to press, and we have the ball. Cuti Romero, Bentancur, Joao Palinha finding very well Richarlison. First touch is not perfect, and we lose the ball. But Pape Matressari is brilliant recovering the ball, but it's a foul. We did very well. We did very well there. Palinha already finding a good pass forward for Richarlison. Now 1-against-1, Luis Diaz against Pedro Porro. You already know. Brilliant, Pedro. I feel like Pedro Porro is improving a lot his defensive side in this preseason. Like I'm really loving how he's defending. Now Kudus on the ball. Palinha, that's a foul. Good control from Palinha. First 5 minutes of his Tottenham experience, I would say very good. It's too early, I'm joking. It's too early. Let's see, Palinha is working as a lone six. Clearly is the one that that will have the responsibilities in front of the defense. Now, occasionally Bentancur will step back and take that spot, but originally will always be in Palinha. It's barely been 5 minutes and I'm already stressed. No, not too much, not too much. But now we lost a very cheap ball. My God. Okay, we can't lose those type of balls. We can't fucking lose those type of balls, sir. That's a little bit the problem sometimes with Sar. He needs to be a little bit better. He needs to be a little bit better in certain ways, especially technically, because other than that, he's a top player. But technically, sometimes. Free kick taken quickly, but it's offside. How many touches did Palinha have for now? He doesn't demand the ball at all. Not true. It's not true. He's literally demanding that every time. What do you mean with that? It's 7 minutes. He touched the ball 3 times in a game where we will not have the ball much. So what do you want from him? Okay, Miki. Van de Ven finding Pape. Really struggling to get out of the pressure. Olise with a lot of space. Cuti Romero! Cuti Romero! Cuti! My brother Cuti Romero absolutely destroying that attacking phase. So now we have another free kick for offside, 8 minutes. Other than the free kick of Olise, not much happening. Palinha again. Oh, brilliant ball over the top for Kudus. Now Kudus is in the 1-against-1. He should absolutely cook Stanisic. He cooks. Oh my God, Kudus is so good. Kudus is so good. Kudus is so fucking good, guys. Oh my God. Stanisic is really not understanding what is going on. He's not understanding what is going on, Stanisic here. Let's keep having the ball to Kudus. Put the ball in the feet of Kudus, please. Coman to Kimmich, and Bayern Munich have the ball. Oh, okay. 1 second. I find a way to watch the game and watch the chat. I'm a little bit of a boomer, but Olise, give the ball to Kimmich. Yeah, Kudus is exactly what we didn't have for the last a lot of years. Again, Kudus, brilliant defensive contribution here from Kudus. Okay. What's happened with Pavlovic? Why isn't he there in the squad tonight? I feel like he's injured because Pavlovic is a good player. Always like Pavlovic. What the fuck is this lighting now? Pavlovic is a good fucking player. If Bayern doesn't want him, we can get him. There is no problem. Let's see if Vicario can hold himself against this corner. Discord server missing the Dutch guys inside. In what sense, Discord server? You want us to make a Discord? And Vicario handled that so-so, not too shabby. Not too shabby. In the end, we got out. Olise for Kane. And it's a goal, but he's offside. He's offside, no? How is not offside? Come on. What the fuck is this goal? This is offside of 2 fucking meters. What the fuck is the referee doing? Mickey van de Ven. Guys, this is offside. Nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, referee of this fucking... He's 2 meters offside. 2 fucking meters offside. What is this nonsense, bro? Oh my fucking god. How did it... already 1-0 down. Oh. Yeah, I know the game is... Why is not working? I'm trying to change the thing. So now it's not working. I can't change the numbers. Okay, perfect. Oh, what did I miss? Nah, Palinha penalty in the first game. What the fuck is this shit? That's that's a penalty. That's a fucking penalty, Palinha. What the fuck? Two goals of Kane. He's not missing this penalty. And I can't fucking change this thing. No, we ain't cooked. We ain't cooked. I'm not panicking for a preseason game. I'm not panicking for it. Fuck off! Shut up! And that's right. And that's how it does. Fucking hell, that's only right. The first goal was nowhere near to be a goal. So I don't care. Just about right. Just about right. And Kane skied the penalty. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I can't change the fucking score on my... It was working until... Okay. Here. Now I did it. Yes, now I did it. No, guys, don't panic. Calm down. Don't panic. It's still early. Still early game. Okay, there was a penalty. There was a goal that was offside. Calm down. And also, we are surely doing something. Richarlison! Ooh! Brilliant, Richie. You need to take that first time. Not necessarily, but I'm a fan of this. I'm a fan of player not scared of shooting the ball. The game is still long, guys. So let's learn to not panic, because we already recovered the ball very high with Pape Matar, and it's a good foul. It's a good foul to have on the... I don't feel like we are doing bad. It was just a penalty because Palinha had the brain dead moment. What is this free kick? 1 second, guys. Okay. Now should be better lighting. I miss Bissouma now. Come on, shut up. Guys, why are you panicking so much? That's a penalty. That's a penalty for us. Mm, 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 mm. That's a penalty on Spence. No, Kudus is so fucking good. Nah, that's a penalty. If foul was a penalty, how can this not be a penalty? This is a penalty. I don't care. You gave that cheap penalty to them, and we... Of course, of course. Great pressing from Kudus. They're... Ooh! Good pressing! No, how lucky they are. How lucky they get. How can they get so fucking lucky? That was so... Wow. Who is that defending? Brennan Johnson. Yeah, these Kimmich passes are a problem. Not a penalty. How? Why they are trying to get every fucking penalty in the world in the preseason? Just play. How is this a penalty? Shut up, Luis Diaz. Guys, I don't know if you realize we are playing against a Bayern with the full strength. So let's take things, not that we are fucked, it's over, Tottenham is not able. No. Let's take things with a little bit of calm, you know? I repeat, they had one goal that was offside and a penalty. We could have got a penalty. I don't feel like they are destroying us in any way or form. Yes, Richie, brilliant too. Oh. This build-up from Bayern is so fucking bad. We were so close of getting the ball in front of the goal. So fucking close. Just got unlucky there. We pray, brother. Luis Diaz, we pray when they got injured. What can you do? Luis Diaz against Pedro Porro? There is no way that that's a foul. Okay, thank you, ref. Shaky start, not even a shaky start from Palinha, but he had that penalty incident that will turn down a little bit his confidence now. But now, very good recovery from Palinha. Kudus, Pedro. We can play the ball a little bit more calmly. We have Bentancur. Anybody got a link? If you have a link, help the brother. Bentancur doing some random stuff with no sense. Bentancur, what the hell was that left foot pass to... oh, Palinha recovering another time the ball. Or Cuti! Cuti Romero! Is just not real, Cuti Romero. Thomas looking quite nervous. What do you think of Tell? Matistel have a great talent. He's a very good ball striker. He can strike the ball very cleanly, even in free kicks or not free kicks. Also shooting from outside of the box, instead of the box. He have a lot of ways to finish. He's not very agile. That might be the problem of Matistel. He's quite stiff in the 1-against-1, but he's quite strong. He still needs to understand what type of player he wants to be, in my opinion. If he wants to be a winger, if he wants to be an internal forward, if he wants to be a striker. I feel like he needs to be or an internal forward or a striker, playing more centrally near the box. Yes, Palinha. Yes, Romero. Yeah, Luis Diaz, fuck off. Now we get to watch Jaco Gash over Kuti with a cam. Yes. Yes, you will. You will a lot of time. What is this? Luis Diaz injured. Okay. Palinha is doing some shit. Come on, Joao. Bayern have the ball. Luis Diaz, go back. Very low intensity now the game after the very strong start from Bayern Munich. We are seeing a part of the game much slower and with a lot of mistakes from one side to the other. Even now, Bayern Munich completely lose the ball over. Jet Spence, back to Van de Ven, go to Vicario. Very good pass from Kuti, finding a lot of space for Bentancur. Pape Mater Sarr, now finding Paligna, first time to Van de Ven, goes out wide to Spence. We're slowing down too much there. We needed to go a little bit quicker. Paligna switching the play. Again, a mistake from Paligna. Very nervous game now from Paligna. He's playing very nervously. We can also understand that Paligna went out for a long time of the season last season, so he's not at the best. Now Bayern on the ball, Olise, first time. Oof, that's a foul. You can't get the... And some fella. Who, me? Thank you. I'm really not though, but thank you. I appreciate a compliment. No compliment came from girls, I think, so... No, I'm joking, I don't care. I'm married at this point, so... Thoughts on Kudus playing left winger. Would be interesting to see him with Kulu right winger. Yes, two holding masters. I love that term, holding master. Those two players will not lose the ball no matter what. I feel like Kudus is much better on the right than the left, but with his pace, I feel like he can work also on the left. Very good recovery from Paligna, but then we lose the ball again. Paligna did 2 or 3 recoveries that were good. It was just very messy in terms of the penalty, and after the penalty also with the passes, he made 2 mistakes with long balls. So still a nervous part of the game for Paligna. He needs to get the confidence back with maybe a tackle or maybe something. Nothing offered from the left side. Wonder who's playing. Our boy Brennan Johnson. Kingsley Coman against Brennan Johnson. Have too much space. Van de Ven clear the ball. We're playing very deep now. Now we're playing completely deep. Switch off play. Coman. Back to... Holy shit. Okay. That was a very dangerous cross from Kimmich. Those type of crosses are very tough to defend. Yeah, Spence is playing well. Playing well, Spence. He should have got a penalty. Bentancur. Kudus. That pass Kudus needs to be better now. Pedro is close. He's still working. He's a work in progress, He's still working. I'm joking. But, you need to work more. If he's working, you need to work more and harder and more because he's not good enough. But I'm sure that he's working as a professional. He's working on his 1-against-1. Also because he's quite bad. You can't be that bad in 1-against-1 and be this good also in terms of scoring because he's very good in terms of goal scoring, but he's just too bad in terms of 1-against-1 in general play. Brennan Johnson trying to switch the play. That's a very good pass. Now we have Kudus in the 1-against-1. Stanisic. Stop Kudus there in the 1-against-1. Now, too much space for Coman. Let's see if Spence can get it back. A lot of space for Coman actually. Cross in the middle. Van de Ven put his head and saved the day in that case. Then Kudus brilliantly shield the ball. Bentancur, very composed there. Richarlison gets a foul and we can get out of this fucking pressure. What do you think starts against PSG? Odegaard or Johnson? Odegaard. In my opinion, Odegaard offers way more. Less in terms of scoring, but way more in terms of everything else. So I would go with Odegaard. Has to be Odegaard, yes, absolutely. Give me Ange Ball horror flashbacks. No, we're much better defensively. Now Bayer is finding a lot of space. Olise did a great job, but Romero obviously defend perfectly. Yeah, Olise is different. Yes, Olise is different. Olise is absolutely different. He's putting a lot of pressure on us, Olise, by himself, you know, receiving the ball deep with his first touch, always in the right way. Big problem to handle, Olise. I don't feel like you can have a solution for it. Very good defending again from Mickey van de Ven. We're concentrating a lot more on defending because we can't get out really easily. We had a few chances in the high press, you know. That's the way that we can score, with the high press, recovering the ball high and being already in the offensive phase. That's how we should do it. But we didn't really recover any ball, you know, even offensively. I thought that with Sar and Bentancur we could have done a little bit more in terms of offensive press, but doesn't look like it so far. Corner for Bayer. I don't know what was that from Leimer, but I'm gonna take it because it was on the outside of the box and he could have got a shot, but he tripped on the ball. Wait, winning the Super Cup playing like this. How you think that we can seriously? How you think that we can win the Super Cup? Playing how? Playing how? Let me know how you would win the Super Cup. Playing ball possession football and dominating PSG? Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I'm more looking forward to this. Defending solidly and maybe have a chance. Try to have a chance. But defending solidly. We're defending well, guys. Other than the penalty that was a complete mistake by an individual player and the goal that should have stand because he was offside. We're defending very well. As long as we defend this well, a chance to score, a chance to really get into the game will come. Neuer to Upamecano took a little bit too much time and Sar closed him out with a very good press. So we will get back to our old specialty counterattacks with Thomas Frank. Yes, brother. Missing link up with Son and Kane. That was so good. That was so good. You're right. You can already see Frank stamp on this side. Desperately needs to add some creativity material, though. Absolutely, James. This is a very good assessment I can say about the situation. I feel like Frank is already showing us how much better we can be defensively. The fact that we lack some quality that we know already in the past, but we are still doing very good things. I know that people online, people on Twitter would not like this performance, but I feel like we've been quite solid. The Super Cup is PSG first game, so our best chance is that they won't be as match ready as us. Ooh, very good chance here for Richarlison. The ball goes wide. The ball goes wide. Not wide. Was saved. Sorry. But Richarlison already shoot on goal 2 times. This was not even a bad attempt. Of course, it was a little bit too easy for Neuer to read, but at least we are trying to do some. Rich has not looked bad. No, it didn't look bad at all, Rich. Didn't look bad at all. Pedro, what is that? Okay. We're trying to get out. Last 10 minutes of this first half. Tough to try to hit them on the counter. We didn't really hit them on the counter. That's the tough part. Too much space. They find a way, and this is a no goal, but huge chance for them. Huge chance for them, to be fair. Yeah, I think you think Palhinha should start the Super Cup? Yes, but I need to see a little bit how it is in terms of form. Doesn't look like he was in the best form, especially after the penalty. I feel like he's more about being nervous, Loving Sar at the moment looks like a complete change from before. Yes, today not particularly. Like he's not doing bad, but not particularly. The last games of preseason, it was spectacular, brother. Incredible. Yeah, it's his first game also. Like he had an injury, just came yesterday or the other day, so he's a little bit rusty. I don't feel like there is any big issue around Palhinha. He's just rusty. And I'm also sure that in the second half, when surviving the UCL next season, we will, brother. We will. We will. Who's playing at the 10? Pape. Pape will play at the 10. Like he's playing at the 10 now. And now Pape is through. Ah, he got unbalanced there. Palhinha will come good over the next few games. Barely played at Bayern, and when he did it, was in a more advanced role than to what he excelled at Fulham. Absolutely, brother. That's true. That is really true. Kane with a very good job there. Olise being destroyed by Van de Ven. Van de Ven recovering a very good ball. Ricci trying to dribble past Upamecano. What is Ricci doing? Nothing. 100% believe we will survive the UCL. We're not exactly playing well, but enough to survive in the Bayern attack. Absolutely. That's a positive. Surviving sometimes is a positive, not always shining. We got lucky again. These last 5 minutes, we got lucky. 2 times Goretzka outside of the box. Now inside of the box, we are pushing our luck a little bit now. We are pushing our luck. Losing the ball again. Now Bayer have the ball. Okay. Again, Bayer on the ball. Mm. It's actually sad how bad our team is bar the backline. Yeah, especially with our two number 10s being injured is not really helping us. Can I be honest? And yes, we know that we lack some quality, especially up front. I hope that we will get someone like Nico Paz, so that will help a lot our creativity around. But it's not really good enough. We know that we can't become good enough in one transfer window. It's not happening, especially after you finish 17th. So we need to understand what is our limit, and our limit is that we don't have enough quality. But we are comparing ourselves to Bayern Munich more or less. Bayern Munich is a little bit in a different league, we can say, right now. So I feel like we can't compete with the best of the best of the best consistently, but we can do our good tournament in the Champions League for sure. And you know, Champions League is a crazy, crazy competition. You never know what can happen. We as Tottenham fans, we go to the final. We went to the final when we were not really good. We can say that we were not really good that year when we went to the final. So who knows what can happen in the Champions League? We're never winning the Super Cup. Have faith, my brother. Have faith. Another free kick to Bayer. What a surprise! They're giving everything to Bayer. They're giving everything to Bayer. Oh yeah. Long. If we don't sign a creative midfielder, I'm going to the stadium for the first time to find Levy. No, but I feel like we will, bro. I feel like we easily will. We will be linked to Nico Pass. Would be a dream, but I feel like we will get a creative outlet. Sniper on the Sky, I don't recommend that. I don't feel like it's legal. 42 minutes. Now we have Kane on the free kick. Kane on the free kick. Of course, nah. Ooh, great Mickey, great Mickey. We need attacking firepower. We added that with the Kudus, you know. We really did. Olise again to Coman. They find another time, the space to cross the ball. Kane is through. Kane, oh my god. Yeah, we're pushing our luck now. We are pushing our luck for sure. Bayer should have got another goal at least. What is this? Yeah, we're pushing our luck now. We're actually doing it. Where the fuck is Solanke, honestly? I don't know where is Solanke. He's injured. He's recovering, we can say. Very good, Kudus. We're searching a lot this pass to Kudus that clearly is faster than Stanisic, but Solanke is on holiday in Romania? Seriously? Yeah, maybe because he's not yet at the level of form that he needs to be. It's strange that is. Coman. Oh, but he's Rick Roller. Why am I taking seriously what Rick Roller is saying? No, why Bayer is through, but they couldn't score again. Pushing our luck to the minute. Is you a Rick Roller, Ilya Daniel Russ? You are Rick Roller. Yeah, Frank is not working now. Now is not working. The last 50 minutes, absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. We considered at least 2 or 3 situations where they could have scored. After the first half end, I'm gonna adjust this lightning because I don't know what is. I feel like I'm ascending, you know. Bayer again on the ball. Let's see. Jesus cats, like that's what I'm saying. It seemed like I'm ascending to the. So last situation of the game. Let's see if we can defend. Luis Diaz into the box again for Kimmich. Kimmich is finding Coman into the box. Coman is shooting, but we got away with this. I feel like here the first half should end. I don't feel like there will be any minutes of added time. What the fuck is this lighting again? Maybe I need to put myself more here. Maybe there is better lightnings. Yes. Yes. Our club is beyond finished. Nah, come on, guys. Be positive. It was a shit half, though. It was a very shit half. But be positive. Be positive. I'm coming right back. 1 second. Be right back. I'm gonna use this. So 2 seconds, and I will be here. Okay. So let's see what are you saying, guys. How can we compete next season? Average squad, average manager. Ah, come on, come on. This is even worse, lightning. But okay. How can we? Is that? What is that, guys? How can we already talk like that about Thomas Frank? We saw games where we don't lose one game, one half where we play a far superior team, and we are struggling with players out, with players that came to Tottenham 2 days ago. And we are already crying about how bad is Thomas Frank. That's not something that we need to do for sure. We've become the mid-table club that we are. Come on, guys, what is this negative? What is this negative? Romero is gone. Can we talk about something that is a little bit positive? I know that is not much in this first half, No need to be completely negative. Yeah, the timer. Thank you, brother. The timer stop here. So the next one will start at 45 minutes. So, and 0 seconds. Okay, lovely. Thank you so much for letting me know. How can you be happy after watching that? It's not about being happy after watching a half. It's that you need to put context into things. No one is happy when you lose and you don't create much, but you need also to understand what are we trying to do, the fact that we are changing the way that we are playing, the fact that the players need to adapt to a new system. There are players that are not fit. There are players that just went to Tottenham 2 days ago, like Palinha, that is not clearly fit. The only thing that is really working and is a positive, unless the last 10 minutes that were more or less, is the defensive phase. I feel like the defensive phase was quite nice other than the last 10 minutes. I feel like we defended well. The center backs are really up to it. Doesn't look like we are too open at the back. But of course, there is part that we already know about the problems in terms of quality, in terms of getting forward, in terms of that's something that we know. And this game against Bayern Munich, that they have a very high press and they have top players, they are exposing us even more. So I feel like it's not about being positive, it's about being realistic. There is no way that I go against Bayern and I start to dominate every single time without Solanke, without Madison, without Kulusevski, with Palin at 50%, with Richarlison that is not completely fit. With like it is not happening. Apart from these 45 minutes, we were good defensively as well. But even these 45 minutes, we were not bad. The last 50 minutes, we were bad. The first 30 minutes, we were very good. So for the 95% of the preseason game, defensively, we are solid. And we will be very tough to break down. We need Madison quality. Yes, we might need Madison quality, but he's injured. So what can we do about it? How is Spence more of a threat than Johnson? Johnson really, 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 really disappointing. The joke went over your head about what? Sorry. Fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah, I understand the joke now that we are not really very good defensively. No. Boring. We are good defensively. Come on, the last 50 minutes are not very good, but before that and the game before, like you can see that the setup of Thomas Frank is really good. So how is Spence more of a threat? Okay, we made Goretzka look like Maldini. I feel like Goretzka looks quite bad. He missed 2 times. Oh, offensively, sorry, my brother. Sorry, I thought defensively. Offensively, yes, we were bad even in the game before. Uh, I don't mind if we lose, but at least compete in a game. Our tactic is playing the ball behind to Kudus. Yeah, you play to your strength. In this moment, what is the strength of Tottenham? Is having a player like Kudus in 1 against 1 up front. You try to use that. It is not the fault of Kudus that on the other side we don't have someone that we can rely as much. You guys are really something else. What is Frankie's Nuno 2.0? What the fuck are you saying, Chad? I'm guaranteeing you that I'm banning you. I'm guaranteeing you. What is Nuno 2.0? Why? Now you need to explain me why on with the text. You need to explain me why is Nuno 2.0. Come on. Don't fucking care about your agenda. Don't bring your agenda here. Okay? Your beloved Ange Postecoglou wouldn't do much better against top teams. We had the proof. We conceded 6 goals at home against Liverpool. Like that's not that. Come on, this agenda because Ange is not more here. Leave it out, please. Don't care. Don't care. He's not anymore here. We can't talk every time about Ange. So I need also to understand what I will eat at lunch. What do I need to eat? Nuno got Nottingham Forest into Europe. Not really bad, to be fair. Not really bad. La. We need to be patient. I know that it's tough. I know that it's tough, but we need to be patient, understanding that this is a process, especially in preseason. On a serious note, Levy is setting Frank for failure, by the way. He's setting every manager for failure. Let's hope that he brings Nico Pass or something like that. We need to find a way to unlock Brendan Johnson movements and finishing. He needs to find a way to unlock himself also. Because he's about him. It's not only about the system. It's about him. Get Nico Pass before PSG is not going to be an easy deal for sure. But Real Madrid have a lot of things around the Nico Pass deal. They can get Nico Pass if they get the same amount of money that we offer to Como. They can get Nico Pass next season for just 9 million. They can get Nico Pass the season after for just 10 million. So it's